Hi guys. If you're a 90s kid, you'll probably remember that the focus of your automotive attention and interests was not luxury SUVs or sublimely fast hot hatches. In the mid-90s, hot hatches were almost extinct thanks to whopping insurance rates, and luxury SUVs weren't even a thing. In those days, every schoolboy was lusting after one of the exciting but affordable two-door coupes. Cars such as the BMW E36 Coupe, the Opel or Vauxhall Calibra, or the Honda Prelude were the perfect blend of a sporty appearance, dependable everyday mechanics, and reasonable price. Car-crazy kids of the day would dream of owning one of these snazzy numbers. Today, however, we're not planning to tell you about the popular and desirable 90s cars. Instead, we will remind you of the vehicles you probably completely forgot about, and that fall in the same category of affordable but exciting 90s coupes. So, here we go. Number 1. The Subaru SVX. Introduced in 1991, the SVX was an ambitious project and Subaru's first popular sports car. It had futuristic styling, unique side window construction which looked like a concept car, and reliable mechanics. However, it had two fatal flaws. Yes, it possessed a powerful 3.3-litre boxer engine with 231 horsepower. It also came with Subaru's signature all-wheel drive as standard, but this was not enough. For some reason, Subaru decided that the only available transmission should be a slow-shifting 4-speed automatic, which offended the purists. Another factor was that a car filled with so much technology was doomed to be heavy, which significantly impacted the driving mechanics. When production halted in 1996, Subaru had just sold 24,000 cars, of which only 2,450 were in Europe. Number 2. The Fiat Coupe. The Fiat Coupe is clear proof that Fiat is capable of doing much more than just producing ordinary compact cars. Often referred to as the poor man's Ferrari, the coupe was designed by Chris Bangle of BMW fame while working for Pininfarina. Its power came from the same engine, the 2-litre 4-cylinder that went into the Lancia Delta HF Integrale. With such unique and memorable styling, a range of engines, including a 5-cylinder 2-litre with 220 horsepower at the top of the range, the Fiat Coupe was incredibly fast. The most powerful version claimed a 0 to 60 mph time of just 6.3 seconds, which is still respectable today. However, as with all Italian cars of the era, the quality was not fantastic, so surviving examples are rare. Number 3. The Ford Kuga. Ambitiously referred to as the Ford Capri for the next millennium, the Ford Kuga was introduced in 1998 and built on the Mondeo platform. It featured Ford's signature New Edge styling language of the period. A choice of two petrol engines, the 2-litre 4-cylinder and 2.5-litre V6 was available. Although it was a comfortable and spacious coupe with a decent design and stable performance, it was just too little too late. The Kuga desperately lacked the image of the Capri, the exciting details, or the above-average performance to attract the attention of buyers. Ford did attempt an aggressive marketing campaign using the legendary Steppenwolf song Born to be Wild. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough, so the Kuga was quietly discontinued in 2002. Number 4. The Porsche 968. Manufactured for just 5 years between 1991 and 1996, the Porsche 968 was a strange and forgotten model from Stuttgart. Positioning was somewhere between that 80s legends, the Porsche 944, and the 90s icon, the Porsche Boxster. This doesn't mean that this was a bad car. Quite the opposite. It was very capable, fast, had excellent handling, and great overall performance. Its unusual transaxle layout was perfect for weight distribution. A powerful 3-litre engine powered this beast, and the front-end design came from the famous Porsche 928. During its production, Porsche made just 12,700 cars, which is why you should buy one today if you have the chance. Number 5. The Mazda MX-6. The first MX-6 model was introduced in 1987, but we're now more interested in the second generation presented in 1991. This good-looking coupe was based on the 626 sedan, but with a much sleeker and sportier body, 2 doors, and more powerful engines. Mechanically, it was a twin brother to the Ford Probe, remember that car? Which meant that it was cheap to maintain but still enjoyable to drive. The second generation had even more extensive engine choices, and you could order it with a 2.5-litre V6 with 200 horsepower, which led the field for 90s standards and guaranteed lively performance. We can't remember when we last saw one on the street. Number 6. The Audi S2. Remembering the old Audi 80 from the early 90s? The range Audi used for compact sedans before it started calling them the A4. Neither do we. However, we do remember the exciting Audi S2, the coupe version of the ordinary family saloon, and the first S car in Audi's history. The spiritual successor to the famous Audi Quattro rally cars of the 80s, the S2 was a competent but pretty understated coupe. It had a popular 5-cylinder turbo engine that delivered 220 to 230 horsepower, the Quattro all-wheel drive system, and performance which could surpass the Porsche 911 of the era. The 0 to 60 mph sprint took just 5.9 seconds. The top speed was limited to 150 mph. The S2 was introduced in 1991 and discontinued in 1996, and is a definite future classic. So there you are. Thanks for watching. Cheers!